Here's a question that comes up all the time, and honestly, it's one worth answering properly. Which is better for you, coconut oil or olive oil? And here's the thing most people don't realize, this isn't really a competition. These two oils are both genuinely good for you, but they do different things inside your body. So let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense. Let's start with olive oil because there's a lot of confusion around it. Olive oil is high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, if you've done any reading on nutrition, you probably heard that omega-6 does cause inflammation. And generally, that's true. Most omega-6 rich oils are pro-inflammatory. But here's where it gets interesting. Olive oil is one of the rare exceptions. Despite being omega-6, it actually works as an anti-inflammatory in your body. That's pretty remarkable when you think about it. About 78% of olive oil is made up of monounsaturated fat. And that composition is a big reason why it behaves so differently from other vegetable oils. So what does olive oil actually do for you? The biggest benefit is heart health, and there's solid research behind this, but the reason it supports your heart might surprise you. It's not just about the fat itself, it's about how olive oil affects your blood sugar and insulin levels. When your blood sugar is more stable, your body produces less insulin, and chronically high insulin is quietly one of the biggest drivers of heart disease. Olive oil also appears to have a direct healing effect on the inner lining of your arteries. That's a big deal. It's not just passively neutral, it's actively helping repair damage. On top of that, olive oil is absolutely loaded with phytonutrients. These are plant-based compounds that go beyond basic vitamins and minerals to give your body extra protective benefits. Olive oil contains oleic acid, linolenic acid, palmitic acid, and several other essential fatty acids, meaning your body cannot make these on its own. So you have to get them from food. It also contains vitamin E, which supports immune function and skin health. The list of phytonutrients in olive oil is genuinely long. This is why nutritionists and cardiologists alike keep coming back to it. Best way to use it: drizzle it on your salad, use it in dressings, or add it to foods after cooking. Olive oil is sensitive to high heat, so keeping it away from extreme temperatures helps preserve all those beneficial compounds. Now, let's talk about coconut oil, because this one has had a wild ride in terms of public opinion. A few years ago, people were putting it in everything. Then some headlines came out saying it was dangerous. So what's the real story? Coconut oil is about 92% saturated fat. And yes, saturated fat has been controversial, but here's what the more recent research actually shows. Not all saturated fats are created equal, and coconut oil saturated fat behaves very differently from the kind found in processed foods. It does not raise your bad cholesterol in a harmful way. It does not clog your arteries, and it is not linked to insulin resistance or heart attacks the way people once feared. In fact, coconut oil raises your HDL, that's your good cholesterol, while helping lower LDL. That's a combination you actually want. One of coconut oil's standout features is something called lauric acid. You know what else is high in lauric acid? Breast milk. That should tell you something about how powerful and beneficial this compound is. Lauric acid has strong antimicrobial properties. It helps your immune system fight off harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi while leaving your beneficial gut bacteria alone. That's a pretty targeted kind of protection. Coconut oil is also a fantastic source of energy, especially if you're eating low carb or following a ketogenic diet. It gets converted into ketones quickly, which your brain and body can use as fuel efficiently. This is why you'll see it blended into coffee, added to keto recipes, and used in fat bombs. It also has its own set of phytonutrients though. Olive oil tends to have a wider variety. And here's something cool. Both of these oils have practical uses beyond cooking. You can mix a drop of garlic oil into either coconut oil or olive oil and put a small drop in your ear to help with ear infections. Both oils support the healthy bacteria in your ear canal while going after the harmful microbes. It's a simple, natural approach that actually has some real logic behind it. So which one should you choose? Honestly, the better question is why you'd have to choose at all. These oils complement each other beautifully. Use olive oil for its heart protective properties, its anti-inflammatory benefits, and as a finishing oil on foods. Use coconut oil for its immune supporting lauric acid, its energy boosting properties, and for higher heat cooking where you need a more stable fat. They're not competing, they're covering different bases. The bigger picture here is that healthy fats in general are not something to be afraid of. Your brain is made largely of fat. Your hormones are made from fat. Every single cell in your body has a membrane made of fat. When you cut out the right fats and replace them with processed carbs and sugars, that's when problems start getting a variety of high quality fats. Like these two is genuinely one of the best things you can do for your long-term health. If this gave you a clearer picture of what's actually in your kitchen and how to use it, hit subscribe every week. I break down real health science in plain language, no exaggerated claims, no miracle cures, just honest, useful information you can actually apply to your life.